Hello YouTube. This video is the first in a series that is going to be completely different to anything that I've recorded before. There's no motorbikes, no camper vans, no diving, no drones, no walking up hills. And yes, I'm very aware that there are quite a number of those sorts of videos that I've filmed but never published. Who knows if I ever will. Rest assured though, this series will be a journey like no other that I've undertaken. And whilst it will focus on me, I'm absolutely not taking this journey on my own. In fact, it's only with the help and support that I have that I can actually make any of this happen. Let me take you back to the start. On 24th of May 2019, my youngest daughter and I joined a family-run karate club, training in the style of Wado-Ryu. I trained under Sensei Justin Thomas, and my daughter trained under his brother, Sensei Jared Thomas. We both took to it right from the start. We couldn't get enough of it, to be perfectly honest, earning us some sarcastic names from colleagues and family members, but luckily we didn't care. We were doing something that we loved, and that was giving us skills. Within 6 weeks we graded and gained our first belts. Kids have to do 2 intermediate belts that the adults skip, hence we didn't gain the same colour belt. Our training continued twice a week and we successfully graded every time we were able. Like everyone else, COVID cost us a year of progress. We also took part in our own club's competitions each year with some reasonable success. The highlight for me was always performing Team Kata together. Proud dad alert. In the spring of 2023 we attained the rank of 3rd Q brown belt, and at the time of filming this, that's where we still are. Missing a grading at this point is mandatory, and once we had to take that pause we just felt quite comfortable holding still in terms of belts for a while. In that time I was feeling like I wanted to start taking part in external competitions, just friendly ones with other local clubs. Big competitions were beyond my capabilities. As it happened, our squad were about to take part in a national competition with the WKU, so I went along to watch. All I did the whole time I was there was wish I was competing. I felt surprisingly like I would have stood half a chance there, and Sensei seemed to agree. So I joined the squad and we were invited to some training sessions with the WKU. They were a bit next level and we weren't sure what to think at first, but we figured we'd see how things develop. 4 or 5 months later I entered my first national competition, managing to win 2 silver medals. Believe me, no one was more surprised than me, but this spurred me on massively. Sensei Justin had coached me through my kumite, and I'd also had pointers from other members of the squad about my kata, which undoubtedly made a difference. After that result, there was no way I was going to skip the British International Open in May, particularly as it was the last chance to qualify for the World Championships in Greece this year. After my recent result, I had a chance, albeit slim, of making the cut. At least that's what I thought right up until the night before the competition. Not enough old, large men entering meant that 4 divisions were rolled into 1. Guys 15 years younger, 3 stone lighter and massively more experienced than me were going to be my opponents. All I could do was view it as a fishing exercise for next year. Suss out what I needed to do to be able to qualify for Germany 2025. And my fears weren't unfounded. Morning. It is morning. It's 7:15 on a very beautiful, actually, Sunday morning in May, start of May. I've been up since 6, heading off to Telford for the WKU GB International Open. Nervous? Yeah. Yeah. This is only my second national competition and it feels like a very big one, and I'm trying not to big it up in my own mind. I don't want to make it worse, I don't want to make myself too nervous or anything like that, but it's hard not to. It's a big deal, and the guys I'm up against I know are, some of them are really, really good. So I'm not full of hope.
well, I'm certainly not full of expectation. Of a bit of hope, of a lot of determination. I will give it my all, and I will do everything I possibly can. Not just to try and win today, but the bigger part today, maybe that's what puts the pressure on a bit more, is it's the last chance to qualify for the World Championships in Greece later this year. So today in its own right is pretty important, pretty big, but the bigger picture is even more important, if you like. And that's maybe where I'm going wrong, really putting pressure on myself. Well, I'm not putting pressure on myself, but I sort of am, because I'm hoping that I can make it. Realistically, not going to happen. But, if you don't try, if you don't give it your all, then you definitely won't get there, will you? So I've got to have a shot at it, got to have a go, see if there's any way that I can achieve what I want to achieve. So there we go. So yeah, I've been up since 6, walked the dogs. That's always therapeutic for me, and just stretches things out a little bit, makes my body work a little bit first thing in the morning, and they need walking ultimately. Done myself a nice big bowl of porridge, which I've enjoyed, because that again is a sensible thing to do. And just got my last few bits together. Most of them were in the car yesterday evening, but last few bits together this morning. Basically food. All my gear was ready yesterday, so food in this morning, and then that's it. Meet up with the rest of the squad and see what we can do. Anyway, probably much more than I should be saying. That's certainly all I've got to say. I'm bored you stiff already. I'll see you inside, and we'll see what happens. I'll catch up later. All right. Bye-bye.
So Sunday's competition wasn't a success for me from the point of view of medals. I didn't manage to pick up anything, I didn't place at all. My kumite, I actually fought well. I would say I fought just about my best, to the best of my ability. Did make an error in judgment which cost me the fight. Had I not done that, I think probably I could have won. Probably I would have won rather. I certainly could have won. But it is what it is. I learned from that. It was a tough group, in fairness, but nevertheless I would have liked to have gone a bit further than I did. Kata, oh gosh, the standard there was incredible. I didn't really stand a chance, in fairness, on that front, but I don't know how I placed exactly. I'm going to guess it between 5th and 7th out of 11, something like that. I think there was comfortably 3 or 4 people who were not, whose kata wasn't as good as mine, but I don't know for sure, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, the day, like I say, wasn't a success from the point of view of medals, coming away with stuff, but I did enjoy it. I did have a really good day. It was a massive learning curve for me. It showed me what kind of standard to expect from this level of competition, and I just kind of figured that I would just use it as a learning experience, really, to see how much more work I need to get to the World Championships next year in Germany. Surprisingly to me, and seemingly not to a number of other people, which is, I don't get. Surprisingly today I have been told that I have been selected to go to the World Championships in Greece, Rhodes in Greece this year. I'm actually, it's daft, isn't it? I'm creating a video, I don't really know what to say. I am very lost for words. I've been lost for words all day. I've had an absolute flurry of emotions. I have been bouncing off the walls. I have cried. I don't do a lot of crying, but I cried today. I won't lie about that. The thought of representing my country is just absolutely insane, to be perfectly honest. It's something I've come to think about quite a bit. You know, my parents are pretty elderly, and I sort of came to think I would love for them to see me represent my country in something. I've never done it before, in anything that I've ever done. So I'd love to achieve that, you know, before they don't get to see me do it. I didn't think it'd be this year. I really didn't think it'd be this year. I was determined that I was going to get there next year, but after going to the competition on Sunday, I was wondering how I was going to make that happen, and then now suddenly I'm going there this year. So that's absolutely crazy. I don't know how to feel in some ways, apart from elated. I feel like I've got massive imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I deserve to go, but I've been given a chance. I've been told by the person who's chosen me that I deserve to go. So now I've got to believe. I've got to believe, and I've got to train like there's no tomorrow. My goodness, have I got to train. I've got so much work to do, but I'm going to do it. I am going to do that, and I'm going to Greece, and I don't know how well I'm going to achieve. Probably not very well. I don't know. But what I know is I'm going to try my very hardest to make my club proud, and the WKU proud, and the sport, and you know, and the country proud, if you like. I want to represent my country in a way that makes people proud of that. I will not be showing anybody up. That is for certain. So Yeah, the work really starts now. Not sure what else to say, if I'm perfectly honest. There'll be more of these, because I need to document this, because this is more than a dream come true, to be perfectly honest. It really is. I'm 50, I'll be 51 by the time I get there, and I'm going to represent our country in martial arts. And I'm getting a bit emotional. So probably I ought to cut it off here, really, shouldn't I, before I make an absolute fool of myself. Anyway, I guess I'll see you further down the line, and we'll progress this a bit more.